Yep, Malibu on deck. Malibu strawberry on deck. Welcome to Wrestling in Color Podcast. It's your girl Stephanie. Make sure you thumbs up this video. Make sure you are subscribed and you turn on notifications and you are following me on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and try to go check out my new podcast, Sugar Podcast. It is a small fee, but it's totally worth it. What else we got going on? Listen to all the other podcasts and welcomes to the new subbies. We're moving slowly but surely. I appreciate it. Let's see. Um, this article is dated June 30th. Okay, so we're only a week behind since this article has been brought to my attention, since Seth Rollins made a comment that has been brought to my attention, and I'm really trying to, like Kobe Lopez, but he makes it really difficult because I don't know if maybe he needs to talk to Roman Reigns about media training and when to shut the fuck up, but I guess maybe that's the Messiah heel coming out. I don't know. But in this article, Seth Rollins said he believes Becky Lynch has aspirations to return to WWE after giving birth to her child. Let me explain something to y'all. Becky will be back. She's only giving birth. Now, unless something catastrophic happens when the baby passes through her body or while she's, in gestation period, she develops diabetes or high blood pressure or whatever can develop when basically a parasite is sucking the life out of you. She will be back. She's only giving birth. It's okay, everyone. Brie Bella came back after she gave birth to Birdie. Now, granted, she kicked the shit out of Liv and damn near killed the woman, but that's not neither here nor there. The point is, she came back. It's childbirth. The bitch ain't getting her brain removed. So, let's get into it. It says, aside from the numerous high class matches she had, she was the first woman to grace the cover of a 2K wrestling game. And the sad part is about that, it was a fucked up game. And for her to be on with the big dog in the game is just infamously fucked up. She needs a do over. And was part of the first ever WrestleMania event that featured only women, and that's not going to happen again. That's not going to happen again because although it happened real haphazardly. But now Lynch has stepped away from wrestling to become a mother, and that's fine. Some people are very upset that she would do something like that at the height of her career, but the bitch is getting married and she wants to have children. She's in her 30s. I don't think you guys understand that women have a clock. Men could knock up bitches till they die. Women, we got a set of eggs and we don't use them. The bitches just be sitting there dried up. Like that fucking dragon from the Never Ending Stories. Remember when a trail pulled back the dragon's little pouch and them eggs was up in there? That's what women are. If you don't use the fucking eggs, it's a wrap. Okay? Okay. Lynch is pregnant with Seth Rollins' child. They have a December due date. That's so sweet. So she's what? If it's due in December and she's like 6 months, 7 months? No, probably 4. I'm a little bit drunk. How is she adapting, going from being one of the biggest stars to the business to just sitting at home? She's still a star. They're still using her brand. People are still enjoying Becky Lynch. And I'm gonna tell you, if Becky Lynch is smart, she will post on Instagram and keep us abreast of the situation of her baby because that's our baby too. Okay, don't be one of them bitches that's I'm pregnant. Oh, look at my baby, look at my baby, look at my baby. Then you give birth to the fucker and you just showing feet. Like the Bellas. You go on and on about your little baby and your stomach and you getting all this press and then you give birth to the boys and we see hands. Like, get the fuck out of here. All babies look the same. Some ain't cute, some are. It's okay. If you taking us on your whole 9 month journey, you better show that fucking baby. And I want to know if the baby gonna have red hair. I don't think Becky Lynch is a natural ginger, but the baby gonna be real pale. I remember that one article where Vince McMahon asked Seth Rollins if Becky can tan. Vince McMahon's an asshole. Anyway, let's go. Seth said, "Oh, she hates it. She doesn't hate not being around the business." Rollins told the New York Post. Obviously, any kind of entertainment industry is going to stress you out. So she doesn't miss that part. She missed the go, go, go. She missed having goals in mind. She missed having something to work towards. And it's hard because I've never been a pregnant person. So she's in a position, too, where she had to just walk away and stop abruptly her job. Well, Becky's never been a pregnant person either. This is the first time she's pregnant. What the fuck? What is he talking about? Becky's a first time mom, like me. I never been pregnant prior to this. Gosh. And it's hard because it wasn't like most other women who are pregnant and are able to still work their jobs while they're pregnant and slowly transition out for a short period of time. The nature of our industry, she can't do that. Maria Kanellis was walking around knocked up and emasculating her husband. She could have walked around and fucking talk shit to you. She could have. You know, I mean, if she wanted to do that, they would have found some way to keep her doing it. But it just wouldn't look good if you calling yourself the man and you in the ring and you licking your lips and you talking that cash shit and then your gut's big and you can't do nothing. It wouldn't have worked. For her to just go a million miles an hour to nothing and then try to figure out what do I do now in the middle of a pandemic as well, where there's not a lot to do in general, is definitely a test for her. Becky needs to nest, and nesting will start taking place when she's about 7, 8 months. That's when she's gonna be moving furniture. She's gonna be getting the soft shit. She's gonna be buying clothes. It just happens naturally. It's like a bird building a nest. It's gonna kick in. She bored right now. If she's bored, it's gonna happen. She ain't got nothing to worry about. And what's good for Becky is she got money, so she don't have to worry about it. All she gotta do is relax. He goes on to say, but she misses being out there and going and doing stuff and being active and having goals and a career oriented. Listen, she about to be a mother. That's a fucking job in itself. Gosh, man. Anyway, that's just how she defined her person over the years. It's definitely a challenge for her. She's awesome and she's been getting through it. But it's different for her for sure. Yeah, she ain't got no choice. Unless she was going to go get an abortion. No, she ain't got no choice. So she going to get through it, pop that baby out. And come on back and we going to be like, Becky, yeah, you a mother. And then she going to get in the ring and call us a bunch of dopes and lick her lips weird or whatever. So the big question is, will Lynch return one day? Oh yeah, I expect so. Obviously, it's going to be up to her and how she feels. Who knows what happens after childbirth once she becomes a mother? I don't know. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. I'm saying Becky gonna come back, but she won't come back immediately because when she popped that baby out and that baby look and she sees that baby, she gonna want to be with that baby for at least a full year. I'm telling you, it's natural. I did it. I didn't meet the boy until he came out, and I was like, "Hello, my name is Mom, and what's your name?" And he said, "My name is such and such," and I was like, "Oh, I ain't leaving your side for a minute." So don't be shocked. I believe she has aspirations to return. I think she would rather go out on her own terms whenever that time may be, as opposed to stepping away for a child. I think she has aspirations to return, but I don't know. Things can change between now and December. I don't even know why they asked him any fucking thing. I don't even know why they asked him any questions, period, about that. I really don't. You know, they went and got the answers from the Messiah of Raw, which, by the way, I'm getting a little bit tired of that too. But I'm not gonna be one of those. I'm trying to hang on. But this whole eyeball shit and what the boy gonna be at the SummerSlam, I guess. So anyway, like I told you, he went ahead and said how Becky is. So Seth Rollins also shared his thoughts on the recent success of Sasha Banks and Bayley on television. Rollins has suggested that the superstar in WWE Women's Division have been lagging behind Becky Lynch and Charlotte for some time. Talking to Sports Talk, Alex McCarthy, Seth gave his opinion on the recent rise of Sasha 3 brands and Bayley door straps. Well, right now we know it's Sasha 2 belts, right? Is it Sasha 2 belts? Bayley don't listen. Bayley is so fucking annoying. Oh my god. I thought that shit was funny when Shayna came up to Sasha. Then she decked her, and Bayley just was like, "Oh, child, I know y'all want them to break up. I don't really even care at this point." I think it's no secret that Bailey and Sasha have done their goddamnest to fill in with Becky being out and the women's division just being wide open. Charlotte Flair being out now too. The women have been lagging behind Becky and Charlotte for some time, and now it's time for them to step up and do their thing. Asuka has stepped up too as well. But I do think Bailey and Sasha have been great. They filled that void as best as they possibly could and have been working like crazy as tag team champs and Raw and now SmackDown champs. However, it has been since reported that Charlotte Flair successfully underwent surgery July 25th to fix a lingering issue. I think her titties was leaking. It's uncertain to when the Queen will return, but reports are suggesting that there's also a future for Charlotte outside the ring, and she's currently considering a few TV roles. That's going to be terrible because Charlotte sounds like a robot when she talks. Woo! I am the Queen. So maybe she should go on what's that fucking show with them nerds? One of them is named Sheldon. She should go on that. I forgot what it's called. Listen, I'm drunk. Tell me what the name of that show is with Sheldon and the guy who used to date Becky on Roseanne, and they live in that apartment complex. Tell me what show that is. That's what the show she need to be on because her acting ain't what it ain't what it is. It ain't it. So Also, Seth had something to say about Paul Heyman's departure. He said, well, first of all, I think the emphasis is still on building stars for the future, particularly during this time when there's a lot of performers who are either opting out for their own safety or there are people that are getting sick here and there. We're missing a lot of top tier talent due to various circumstances, but the emphasis is still certainly on building future stars. And I don't want Paul Heyman's departure to be a reason why anybody thinks that's not the case, because it definitely is the case. Let me tell y'all something. There's two things about Seth Rollins. Seth don't know what the fuck he's talking about, and when Seth talks, the undertone is so disrespectful. Number one, number fucking one, it's a pandemic. Number two, this is scripted fucking television. Number three, no one can lag if they are not given the opportunity. This is what people are missing about Naomi, about what's that one that y'all want who be in catering all the time. Oh my goodness. She was in the Money in the Bank and she was sitting on the fucking table and Stephanie was like, that ain't you ain't win nothing. And she fucking with Batista. I don't remember these people's names because I'm a little bit tipsy right now, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all want her to succeed and the bitch is always in catering. These people can't succeed if they're not getting the opportunity to be written into anything with Becky or Charlotte. The four horsewomen, Becky, Charlotte, Bailey, and Sasha, have dominated WWE television for since they've been called the fuck up. Since they've been called up in 2016, 2017, I have yet to see them not in the program, especially Charlotte. Especially Charlotte. Now, Becky, the last 2 years, after she got her shit broke by Nia Jax, breaking motherfuckers up, after she got her shit broke, her star rose because we was like, she's not gonna be a fucking heel. She's the good guy. Y'all gonna let it happen. Y'all tried to turn a heel. We wasn't playing that. Okay? Alright? So for him to say that the ladies are lagging, I got a problem with that, especially coming from a fucking man who has always been in the beginning. This man has been at every SummerSlam since he was called up. Since what, 2015? Y'all correct me about that. I want to say 2015. Seth Rollins has been every SummerSlam. He's been in the title picture even when the fuck he ain't supposed to be. This is probably the first time that Seth isn't in a title picture. I don't think there's anything on the line between him and Rey Mysterio's son. It's the first fucking time. Last time I checked. Since the last time, right? I don't know. Y'all correct me because my mind's a little foggy because this right here is totally worth it. Okay? So for him to say the women have been lagging behind Becky and Charlotte. Every time Becky got in the ring with someone, she was able to devour them because that's the way the fucking thing was written. She beat up. She had a program with Ronda Rousey for a full fucking year. When they was on, they was either teamed up or against each other, giving these long fucking monologues. Meanwhile, on the back end, you had Ember Moon trying to, mix it up with whoever was on Raw, or she's over there being bullied on SmackDown. Fucking Naomi lost 2 times in one night to Alexa Bliss. I ain't gonna fucking forget that. Please, that was terrible. Then you had the Iconics running around with the tag team belt championships. By the way, what the fuck is going on with that? I know Naomi said she would love to work with Bianca Belair. How about Stephanie? Since you popping up all over the place, how about you figure out a way to get Bianca Belair and Naomi together so they can take them fucking belts off of the door straps and the double belts and the double banks or whatever the fuck they call themselves. Let me tell you something. Bianca should be doing nothing else but dominating. And every time Bianca Belair is in a scene on television, she steals the fucking show. No one can tell me Charlotte and Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair did not make you want to watch it because Bianca was giving you all of the things. Asuka stepped up because that's Asuka. And we on the back end, while they was watching fucking the Twitters, we said y'all better not fuck Asuka over like y'all did with that SmackDown championship to get that shit over to WrestleMania. Don't fuck Asuka over. Don't do that. Now they took the belt off of Asuka, but it was a storyline with it, so I'm cool with it. But for Charlotte to take that belt off of Asuka in the fashion that she did was absolutely egregious. And it was a waste of fucking time. And it was totally unnecessary because we asked for Becky Ronda Raw. That was all we asked for. Charlotte had no business being in there. So for him to say the women have been lagging behind Becky and Charlotte for some time, it's time for them to step up and do their thing. You got a lot of fucking nerve, Seth. You got a lot of fucking nerve for someone who was on one of the biggest stables in WWE history with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, and it's called The Shield. You got a lot of fucking nerve to sit here and tell anybody to step up when you was blessed with all the opportunities that you given because you somewhere sucking on somebody's asshole in the back. Yes, Vince. Yeah, sure. Ha, 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 ha. I can hear him now laughing at them weak ass jokes. Ha, 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 ha. You know Seth be laughing. You know when you trying to schmooze and the motherfucker crack a joke like yes. And you know what she did? She put more mayonnaise on the bread. And the shit be corny. But you don't, you trying to get in where you fit in. Seth is a get in where you fit in type dude. He is a company man to the T. Roman don't never come off like that. Roman go to work and he be like, listen, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. Y'all not finna stress me out. I'm gonna come out there, y'all boo me, whatever. I'm getting a reaction and I'm about to go home to my wife and my kids and chill. And Roman, if they would, Seth needs to sit down with Roman, who is a locker room leader, who comes off as a leader, who gives off natural leadership, oozes off of Joe Anoa'i. He needs to sit down with Seth and say, hey man, sometimes you need to shut the fuck up. What Seth should have said here is I hope that more women are given the opportunity to step up and show us what they can do while Becky and Charlotte's away. Why the fuck he didn't say that? Why are you saying women are lagging and it's a scripted fucking show? They're lagging because your boss, who you sitting there giggling with, you ain't pulling nobody's name out the hat. You ain't like, yo, who on Raw? Yo, why don't y'all see if we could get I don't even know who's fucking on Raw no more. Why don't y'all see if we could get Ember Moon up and put her in a program with Alexa Bliss and push them. Why don't we see if we get Carmella? We get Carmella and who else is who out there who I ain't see? We get Carmella and Natty in the program and see if we could probably maybe put Natty on track to win a belt and somehow move. I don't see him doing none of this. You comfortable with your woman being in the position she in. You was comfortable playing the second fiddle, and she was the man, and she made it seem like she was the one dicking you down. Don't be talking about these other women. What you should have said once again was, I want to see more women in the WWE women's division on both brands get more opportunities while Charlotte and Becky are gone, so we can see what the other women got going on. He could have said, I even want to see some of the NXT women come up and mix it up a little bit. That's all he had to say. But no, Seth had to sit there and diminish the whole fucking women's division as if Becky and Charlotte ain't there, ain't shit happening. Don't nobody fucking miss Charlotte. Becky's presence is gone, but I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm talking about me, I do not fucking miss Becky stomping out there, holding the belt up, and giving a full monologue about how she is an Irish lass and she's a hardcore boxer and she about to fuck up something. I don't want to hear it. Because when Becky comes back, Becky's gonna be like, I'm a mother now. I'm a mother now, and I'm fighting for my children. Meanwhile, Charlotte's still gonna give you that one woman band shit. I'm the queen. Bow down. Woo! Bow down. I'm the queen. Becky at least had character. At least her character evolved. Charlotte is the same fucking person she was in NXT. But then so is Sasha. But for some reason, Sasha is giving me something new, something different. Maybe because she put a blue wig on. It's like, oh, new Sasha. Same bitch she was in NXT. Bailey switched it up because Bailey's always been throwing out hugs. Now she's just an obnoxious ass bitch. Charlotte is the same fucking person all the time. Asuka is the MVP of the women's division right now. So I want someone to tell Seth Rollins to shut the fuck up when he's talking about fucking the women's division. Especially when you got somebody walking around like Nia Jax walking around ripping motherfuckers' heads off and just like, well, that's how I wrestle. Well, that's what she said on Total Divas when her and Carmella was in that manufactured ass beef they had. Carmella was like, I could take bumps, and Nia just came out of nowhere like, I don't like you because you can't take bumps and you think you cute. And Carmella was like, what? I take bumps. I got punched in the eye by Nikki. Then this bitch goes to Nikki and she's like, yeah, she said you was whacking the ring. I'm saying, like, what kind of manufactured... Girl, it's one thing to take bumps, but you throwing motherfuckers into shit and trying to ruin their whole fucking life is beyond fucking me. And that doesn't help you because we all know that you got family connections and that's why you still in the fucking ring like One Note Charlotte. Who, by the way, has the worst moonsault ever. Ever. And I want her to stop flipping and she's going to knee somebody to death one of these fucking days. Okay? So when she comes back, them titties are going to be mended and rock hard and ready for her to say, woo, over and over fucking again. Even Ric Flair somehow reinvented his character and Charlotte is still a one-note pony. But everyone's lagging behind Charlotte. Look what they did to Rhea Ripley behind Charlotte. Speaking of that, look what they did to Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley even said she know that her light got diminished behind, that whole Charlotte thing. Look what the fuck they did to Rhea Ripley behind Charlotte. Right now, Charlotte could have been in a program with Bianca Belair, and I guarantee you Bianca Belair would have upstaged Charlotte, and that's probably why she ain't in the program with her. But I want to see Bianca and Zelina Vega, because them two bitches is about to run their mouth something outrageous. Now that's a reason to be mad at a bitch. Not be mad at a bitch because she pretty. Be mad at a bitch because she tried to kill your husband. You know what I mean? Like, that's a reason to be pissed off. And I just want to give Zelina Vega, she's from New York, and fucking Bianca from Tennessee. But just to let y'all know, FYI, when a black woman is taking her earrings off and some of her clothes, you need to step back and stop talking because she finna attack you. I don't know how Zelina Vega didn't pick up on that. For her to be from the Bronx or from whatever part of New York. I don't know why that failed for her to grasp that. But that segment Loved it. That one segment was everything. Just like NXT. When that dude kicked Adam Cole in the ribs, punted the fuck out of him, that's the shit I miss. That's the shit I love. And you can listen to me going on and on about that in the NXT Save NXT podcast that I put up. So we're gonna end this here. Just somebody tell Seth Rollins to shut the fuck up, please. Don't nobody want to hear what no man got to say on a women's division that is so neglected. It's disgusting. I don't want to hear nobody who gets all of the opportunity tell other people that they're lagging. Do you know how fucking ridiculous that is? That's like Booker T telling Naomi that she needs to work harder if she wants to get ahead. And the bitch been working hard for 10, 12 years. The fuck out of here. Whew. Let me take a sip because I just don't understand. I don't understand. He needs some fucking media training. Becky's good, but Becky ain't that fucking good. So calm the fuck down, Seth. Because in real life, I'm sure Becky would get her shit waxed. But this is wrestling. This ain't real life. Because quiet as it's kept, Seth Rollins probably get beat the fuck up in real life. Alright, y'all. This is Wrestling in Color podcast. I was about to say the other podcast. I'm a little bit tipsy, y'all. Bear with me. This is Wrestling in Color podcast. I'm your girl, Stephanie. Tell me what you think about Seth running his fucking mouth and what you think about the women's division and the whole topic, because I don't have fucking remember what I just talked about. All right, y'all. Till the next episode. Deuces!